When we think about conservation, we might think of rangers, fences, guns, people chasing poachers. In the Ugandan context, there are no fences. People and wildlife live intimately alongside each other.
So we've just left the lodge, and this is typically what the guys are doing every single day. At about 6:30 a.m. they wake up and head off into the Queen Elizabeth National Park to try and find the lions, monitor exactly where they're tracking.
So my name's Alexander Brachkovsky, and I'm a conservation biologist at Griffith University, and I'm also the scientific lead on the Volcano Safaris Partnership Trust, Chambura Lion Project in Western Uganda.
Man, this is insane. Yes! Welcome to the jungle. The area is so thick that Oren basically has to use the drone to navigate out of the thickets.
It's quite a logistical endeavor to try and do this survey every year, mainly because of the fact of it's a big area. It's about 2,500 square kilometers in size. Swamps, tropical rainforests, gorges, pretty high elevation gains. Classically, we drive anything from 8 to 10,000 kilometers when we're doing this over about 90, 95 days. And we're basically trying to find every single individual lion that we can. The most incredible thing about this particular lion population, almost every individual in the population is climbing trees.
Bosco, so give me a quick breakdown of what you're doing.
So right now we're actually taking the IDs of this male here. So we're taking the right and left whisker spots and like the picture of the face to be used as an identification tag for this particular lion. We have all our hopes that if we keep monitoring these lions in the next couple of years, then there'll be positive results.
Conservation, especially using the communities, is very important. If we do not get the communities on board, there is no conservation.
We're currently looking for Jacob, our three-legged lion, but it's very difficult. So with some luck, we'll find him.
So Jacob's story last year went globally viral, mainly because of the fact that you had this pretty special lion character, this lion with 3 legs, that made this really arduous journey across croc-infested waters, swam nearly 2 kilometers, trying to find lionesses with his brother. And it was actually our team that documented the whole event using thermal camera technology. I think why Jacob is so important to the team, just because of what he represents to Queen Elizabeth National Park, to our project, this immensely resilient animal that has absolutely gone through the gauntlet of challenges, natural challenges, challenges that have been thrown at him by people, and he's come out of this still with his head high. Going back and trying to find him in November it just brings this flood of emotions of, are we going to find him today? Bosco, what are you doing?
Well, we're tracking Jacob, who has a VHF collar. And we're using this receiver.
So this is basically where Jacob lives. This makes him the most inaccessible lion in Africa.
The thing that's always going through my mind is, am I going to see him again? He was in thickets next to Kazinga village that are just impenetrable, but in good shape, good spirits, and that obviously lifts us up always. There could not be a better embodiment of this idea that a cat has 9 lives. The key thing to remember is also that Jacob is one of, maybe 40 or 50 different individuals in any given week that we're hoping to see.
We are with Flo's group. There's 8 lions, there's 6 cubs, and then there's 2 lionesses.
The population in Queen Elizabeth currently is pretty stable, but the key here is that the sex ratios are skewed. Female lions or lionesses are literal gold, and you cannot afford to lose them.
This is pretty much every single day. This is basically what the teams do.
The question is now, how do we scale this? Not only across Uganda, but into the other places of need. The places where people are poorest, the literacy rates are the lowest, and where animals, communities of animals, all converge and overlap. That's the question for me.